Hello everybody, welcome to Utalic and welcome to our webinar. Utalic contains one of the best JavaScript editors. Utalic is not only the perfect solution to create apps without writing code, but also for creating apps by writing code. The top features of the code editor of Utalic are syntax highlighting, multiple cursors, split view, bookmarks, method outline and search, code folding, sorted procedures, and a feature to write code documentation very fast. Okay, let's take a look into the software to show you these features. This is the code editor. I've already opened a JavaScript file so you can see how it looks like. What you can see here is that Utalic has a syntax highlighter which displays your JavaScript code in a pretty coloured way. This makes it easy to look at your code. Here I am having a JavaScript class with several methods and a few setter and getter methods. To show you the documentation feature, I place my cursor one line before a method. Here I am placing my cursor before the open method. When I type the three characters DOC for documentation, you will see that Utalic suggests this documentation feature here. When I press the Enter key now, it automatically inserts the comment block to document the method. Another good feature of our code editor is the bookmark feature. If you're working on different places on your code, and when you want to jump quickly between different lines, you can set a bookmark by just clicking on the left bar beside the desired code line to set a bookmark. Now you can work on your code wherever you want, and when you want to jump back to the bookmark position, you can click on the bookmark at the top of the code editor. Utalic will bring you back to the bookmarked line item. Another good feature when you work on different places within your code is the split view. To open it, click the split icon at the top of the code editor. Now you can see that Utalic opens your code file twice, and you can see both views side by side. When you navigate in one view, this does not affect the other view. You can now edit the code independent in the two views, and everything gets synchronized. This feature is very helpful if you're working on bigger JavaScript files, and provides a method to view your code at different positions at the same time. As you may have already seen, is the method outline at the right side of your code editor. Here you can see all the methods and getter and setter functions of your class. You can navigate to the methods by clicking on them. The code will jump to the method then. Is that the method where your cursor is gets highlighted automatically, so you can see where you are in the code all the time very quickly. Another good feature for jumping to a particular method is the method jumping function. To open it, I press Ctrl W on my keyboard. Now I can see this small dialog with all the methods from my class. When I type in the name of the method here, for example open, Utalic searches for this method, and when I press the Enter key, the cursor jumps right to that line. Utalic also has the possibility to fold your code. You can collapse and expand code blocks by clicking this small arrow at the left side of your code editor. One of my favorite functions is the multiple cursor function. To show that function, I'm going to declare two private properties here in my class. And then I copy these two lines to my clipboard. Now I am inserting that here in my constructor. Now I want to initialize both variables with null. Therefore I place the cursor in front of my first variable name, then I press and hold the Option key on my keyboard and drag the mouse. Now I am having two blinking cursors, and all my input gets applied to both cursor positions. A very special feature of utalic is the possibility to write stored procedures. A stored procedure is a code that gets executed at the server while its execution gets initiated at the client. To explain this feature, I'm going to create a new client-server application. It's important to define a host server here, otherwise I won't be able to debug my app. Utalic now creates a client and server part automatically, and I can switch between them in the upper right corner here. Sometimes you want to program something that should be executed at server side, but you want to initiate it at an event at the client side. To show you that, I am inserting a simple button here in my app. Hold the Command key and double-click on it to create the event handler in my code. Now I can insert a backend procedure with this small icon at the top left. Utalic inserts a code for the backend procedure now. Everything I write between this line 20 and 22 here will be executed at the server. Utalic provides a callback function, which I can call at the server side, and Utalic will automatically transmit the data I pass to the callback function to the client. So here I can access the results from my server operations. When I run the app now, Utalic automatically deploys my server app to the server, and after that it runs the client app. Now I can click my button and we'll see the result that is coming from my server. Yes, that was my short presentation of the Utalic Code Editor. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them now. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.